C.G. Cooper here again with Chapter 31 of Core Justice. Here we go. Enowen Safe House, Nashville, Tennessee. Dante looked around at his underlings. Underlings, that's a funny word. Underlings. Anyway, all were armed and ready. They'd taken the remainder of the afternoon to inventory their gear and finalize plans. Any questions? He asked. The gathered men shook their heads. They knew the plan. It wasn't a complicated one. All right, let's get going. West led the way to the back of the house and out the door. Their vehicles were waiting and fully gassed. They'd all been serviced earlier in the week per West's instructions. He was not about to let a low oil light or a faulty transmission screw up this night's action. The assault crew piled into their respective vehicles and cautiously pulled out of the driveway. After the episode with the police earlier, everyone was on edge. The caravan made its way out of town and onto the interstate. It would be a short 20-minute ride to their destination. West was almost giddy with anticipation. He calmed his nerves as he always did by imagining a mental picture of a dead Cal Stokes. New section. Cal and Travis talked until the sun had fully set. There was still a lot of detail to be ironed out once the former Marine had made his final decision, but Travis was confident that Cal would come around. So, like I said, Cal, sleep on it and we'll talk about it again over the next couple days. Right now, your focus needs to be tracking down West. Okay? Give me a day and I'll give you a decision one way or the other. How about we... Cal felt his cell phone vibrate in his pocket. He pulled it out and checked the caller ID. I better take this. It's Frank. You want to wait or see you tomorrow? I'll catch you in the morning, Travis said. Give Frank my best. Travis got out of his chair and turned to leave. Cal picked up the call. Hey, Frank. There was a pause on the other end. Frank can't come to the phone right now. If you'd like to leave a message, please wait until the sound of the gunshot. Cal's blood froze. He knew the voice well. He had heard it over and over again in his brain since waking up in the hospital. Dr. Higgins had it right. Dante West had made his play. Travis turned to wave goodbye and apparently noticed the pale expression on his cousin's face. He quickly walked back into the room and shut the door. What happened? He whispered. Cal grabbed a piece of paper and pen from the desk and scribbled, It's West. He's got Jay's parents. Travis nodded and grabbed his own cell phone. He speed dialed the emergency number for the SSI alert system. Within minutes, the entire internal management team would be assembled in the war room, and the quick reaction force would be mobilized. Cal turned his attention back to the call. What do you want? I guess I don't need to formally introduce myself. By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you already figured that one out. What have you done with Jess's parents? Cal asked. Oh, nothing yet. Just a couple of bruises. Old man wanted to fight back, so we had to smack him around a little bit. I swear if you touch them... let's not start making promises you can't keep, hero boy. How about we get down to business before I have to cut this call off? What do you want? Cal repeated. I want you, Mr. Stokes. So here's the deal. I want you to come meet me and some of my friends. If you act nice, we'll exchange you for the husband and wife. If you call the cops or do something stupid, they die. How do I know you'll keep your word? You don't. But what other choice do you have? From what I've read online, you're the hero type. I seriously doubt you'll let these old-timers die. What other choice did Cal have? At the moment, he couldn't think of another option than to agree. Okay, where do I go? West relayed the address and Cal wrote it down. What time do you want me there? Cal asked. His hand was shaking. Let's say 1 a.m. That way we'll have the place all to ourselves. Come alone. I'll be there, Cal said. See you then, hero. The phone went dead and Cal stood and stared out the window. The moon was almost full and he could clearly make out the surrounding trees. The forest seemed eerily calm, as if anticipating the impending confrontation. Travis gave Cal a few seconds to gather himself before he spoke. What did he say? He says he'll let them go if I give myself up. Without a direct reply, all Travis could do was nod. He knew it was better not to give an opinion until the team had gathered. I've already alerted the headquarters staff. They should be gathering in the war room right now. Let's go see if we can figure this out. Cal managed to grab his notes and follow his cousin out the door. Doubt swirled in his mind as he tried to focus on some kind of solution. His mind reeled at the twist. How did I not see this coming? So there you go. Dante has made his play. He went after Cal's fiance's parents. And now we get to see what happens next. So let's go.